Look what I got. The cat from Coraline. Amazing! One of my very favorite stop motion films ever was Coraline, which I've seen hundreds of times. Director Henry Selick teamed up with Neil Gaiman to bring his book to life, Coraline, through the magic of stop motion animation. Leica, the studio with its incredible artists, really pushed old school techniques with some real modern technology to create something that the audience just hadn't seen, with incredible designs and shot in 3D. It really felt something fresh was on the big screen. I can still remember that first time that I saw the character teaser, the amount of inspiration that flooded into me. And one of my favorite characters within Coraline is the cat.
The other anything. I'm me.
This puppet's design, animation, and voice performance by Keith David really made it stand out from the crowd.
Perhaps not to you. We cats, however, have far superior senses than humans.
One of the amazing artists that worked at Leica and who was head of hair at the time on Coraline was Suzanne Moulton. When I saw Suzanne's work on her Instagram channel, I definitely knew I wanted to have something of hers to animate. And the cat from Coraline was perfect. So with all the great reference material online from maquettes, production stills, directly from the movie, and also the fact that she had created a bunch of cats already, and as she was developing it, she was sharing with me process pics, drawings, scale, the armature to make sure that it moved how I would like it to move. And it was just fascinating to watch her process as she built up the puppet to being what it was. And then she included a huge amount of beautiful mouth shapes that were registered with a magnet. And that would allow me to do all the speaking that I want to do with this puppet moving forward. She even made the cat's ears animatable. And anyone who knows or has a pet knows how expressive ears can be for an animal's emotional state. So that, with some beautiful motion in the hips, is going to allow me to do everything I want to do.
I come and go as I please.
I've always been a little sad that I missed out working on Coraline, so this was a perfect way for me to scratch that itch and also cross-promote one of my favorite stop-mo artists. It arrived in the mail, and every fiber of this box, the container, felt just as magical and artistically touched as the cat itself. Aww. Look at this. And here it is, guys. Wow. She did this beautiful commission for me of the cat from Coraline. And here's my real cat here, Callie Bean. She's come to see what's going on. Once I got inside the box with the key she provided, you can see this gorgeous, gorgeous piece of work to hold this beautiful puppet that Suzanne made. The head is separate, and you can see the beautiful eyes there, animatable ears, and it slides right onto a brass stock for the neck. The tail is basic wire, just like I said the legs and feet were. Fits on there really snugly, and I can tighten that if I want to. I kept it loose as I animated, so I would be able to easily change stuff without affecting the whole body. There's a gorgeous understructure here, really showing the beautiful anatomy with these shoulder blades. And as we dove deeper into the pile, you can see all this amazing replacement mouth kit that she made. Hand sculpted by Suzanne Moulton, including the drawings, so you can line them up and not have to get them all mixed up or lost. They all had magnets, which connected them and registered them beautifully onto the bottom of the cat skull. And then this little container right here with a beautiful button, I noticed, of course, is where she included a bunch of pins that I'll be linking, tying the character down with, and then an extra set of eyeballs in case I need them. So backups, because stuff always breaks and changes in stop motion. Eyelids were going to be made of clay, so I just mixed that on my own with some black clay and some magic wax, magician's wax. It's just an old trick to keep the clay mobile but also sticky. So as you're animating, you have a little bit of they're not falling off all the time. So now I got to build a set so I can start my animation. Paint, brush, bucket. I'm going to set a background. Okay, my set's all ready, my lights are all ready, camera's set, focus is in. I have an idea. The cat's going to start in the foreground, make his way back to the back hole, stick his head in and have it come up in the foreground just like in the film. Let's do this. Okay, I finished 3 days, 3 nights in the garage, and I have my Coraline cat animation. I'm really happy with how it came out. The puppet worked amazing. Using the pins in the feet by pinching it through into the foam floor really worked great for our tie-down system. It's the first time I've ever done that too, so it was really cool. And as you saw during the animation, I had the cat at one point jump. So you can see this little pinned attachment here that I have on my rig. And all it does is just buckle right in through the felt kind of material on the body to support it as the cat is airborne. One of the things I wanted to talk about with the cat is I have this beautiful brand new puppet that hasn't been animated, right? And what I want to show is the difference, because this is the animated puppet that you just saw in the animation. And what happens is, and no one ever talks about it in stop motion, is wear and tear, damage. It constantly, every time you bend one of these wires, of these legs, or bend the neck, or touch the fur, there's a price to be paid. There's a little bit of damage. So every time you finish a shot, be it on a feature film or in my garage here, you usually have to do maintenance on your puppets. So you take them to the puppet hospital. So as you can see here, some of the fur has started coming off the leg, and I'll have to reattach that either with some felting or some glue, something. I'm gonna ask Suzanne for advice. Some of the wear and tear on the back, it got a little hairless there, so I'm gonna have to do some extra skinning there to repair it and get it to look more like the original puppet here. But this is a major part of being a stop motion animator. It takes so much work to create one puppet. And that's why Shell always makes 3 puppets. And we've always done that in the entire career of us doing stop motion. So I can have backups. and keep one in rotation while one's in the doctor's office getting repaired. So, part of stop motion magic.